Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? Yeah. Welcome to another stream. Yeah. Hello. Let me mute too. Ah, it's good. Yeah. I'm exhausted right now. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah. It's been 4 days. Yeah, I know. I haven't done much since last time in terms of the streaming and all whatnot, but I'll just leave it here. But essentially put, I haven't streamed, but yeah, I hadn't streamed in the using levels or intro. Yeah, I have more stuff soon. I won't spoil much, but that may not be the case in a bit. But either way, so today's going to be rather interesting. It's quite a bit late. Essentially put, yeah, I'm using today as a moment to just kind of chill out. I hadn't streamed in a good few days, so I just wanted to do a little bit here today. Space Gauntlet and Cosmos. Yeah, they'll be on here. But yeah, if we go to here, as you can see, I am doing a tier list today of every single level from all of the 2.2 gauntlets. Yeah, so in case you're wondering what the tier list is, this is Geometry Dash 2.2 Gauntlet Levels Tier List Maker, made by me. I made this tier list myself, so yeah. Isn't there like 7? Well, I'll explain. So essentially put, the title may be a little bit misleading. I'm essentially ranking every single level from all of the 2.2 gauntlets. I may have to update the title to kind of fix that, but yeah. So I'm going to be ranking them all in this tier list here today. We got, well, obviously. So yeah, obviously like S, A, B, C, D, E, and F is what we got here. Just keeping it rather simple, like all 5 of each gauntlet. Yeah. And the order of these images are sorted by when these gauntlets came out. So as you can see here, like all the world gauntlet stuff is like at the top, and then all the space gauntlet stuff is like at the bottom. So yeah, there is that. I am also, yeah. So I'll explain a little bit about my day-to-day, since I kind of did mention that in the title, but in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and start up some music, which will be on loop for the whole stream. I'm just going to, yeah. What the flip? Hold on. I may have to, hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna restart my services here. Hello, Tabadu. How you doing? 19 gauntlets. Yeah. In 2.2. Yeah, we're in for a long one on that end. But what the okay. I may have to just, yeah, there's a lot to go through. And needless to say, some of these levels I don't really have much of an opinion on. Others I am just gonna others, I have some very strong opinions on. And I'm gonna real quick just hold on. Let me change back to my GD scene real quick just to do this, but have I beaten all of them? Yeah, I've beaten every single gauntlet thus far. But I'm just gonna do this real quick. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so there we go. I just had to make it clear in the chat. Yeah. So that's what the delay was about. Yeah, so and yeah, obviously, like said, you're free to share your opinion in the chat. But yeah, obviously we gotta show respect here. Like, because that's most important. Like, everyone deserves their respect. Like, even if we may disagree with something, we can't just attack people based on their own opinion. So, yeah. You should put based on my opinion in the title. Aisle. Yeah. That'd be... Yeah, I could. I'm just... Yeah. Well, yeah. I should probably start placing stuff soon, but yeah. I wanted to talk about today because obviously I did mention literally that I was exhausted, that I had a long day, but yeah. The YouTube might look ugly. Yeah, that's just how I've usually done it. I'm not gonna bother with it right now. But anyway, so essentially put, my day was long, and essentially put, I had to wake up at like 6 in the morning and had to leave at like around like 7:45 a.m. or something like that, and this was for my cousin's graduation. For my cousin graduated from college today, so I essentially I went there to support, and yeah, but also at the same time, I was like out in the sun, like about the graduation technically started at 9, but I just wanted to. But essentially, we had to get there early because of the drive and all. But yeah, so we were out there for like around 2 hours. Like, there were people like in the bleachers, but we were kind of like out like in the field, like on some chairs that were set out just in the sun and all. And then yeah, outside, yeah, the graduation was held outside. And then after that, we had the reception, and what was cool was that at this reception they had like all in like a center area or even another place across campus. Like they had like like all these students had their own areas reserved, including my cousin here, to have like little tents and like little areas set up to have like to do like an outdoor, like whether you like cater food or like you just do like your own like barbecue or stuff like that. Yeah, it was pretty cool, but and there were all these tents up for everything. So we were under tents for quite a while, but at the same time we were still just we were just still like outside like the whole time. And also on top of that, like this was for like hours. And also during this time, which also is part of why I'm feeling a bit cooked, I may or may not have had a few alcoholic beverages. So yeah, I did. So yeah, I was kind of pushing my limit a little bit. This was like hours ago, by the way, when I had them, and so, but still, like, but even still with that, like, and usually when I have alcohol, like, I tend to get like pretty tired. Combine that with the sun, and it's just like, my body, I was just so exhausted. And I still am a bit exhausted, though I am feeling better now. I've had a lot of time to have the effects wear off. So, for the most part, I should be feeling fine. And now here I am. Still haven't gotten much rest, but I'm in a mood where I feel like I can at least stream and do. So that's why I wanted to chill. I wanted to stream today, but I also wanted to chill, hence why I'm doing this. So here we are. Anyway, let's not waste much time. We're like 15 minutes in the stream and I still haven't started. So let's just get right on into it. When you're at school, you went to a football field in 80 flipping degrees. Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming it's Fahrenheit. Yeah, but yeah, that's... Yeah, on the turf, with the turf, that's rough. I can probably imagine. If it were any hotter, yeah. Your sun rashes, yeah. Yeah, that sucks. But anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into these placements. So, yeah, Bleachers Demand, yeah, and that obviously burns. So anyway, now, speaking of being burned, like, yeah, obviously people may be burning about these opinions. So, anyway, Nivell, this level, I don't really feel much about, really. But also at the same time, yeah, it's not really my favorite whatsoever. I don't really care about this level whatsoever. So for now, this may go down because I may want to balance out the tier list. I'll just stick in C for now. Nivel, yeah, I get it's Spanish, but I'm just... Yeah, nivel. Yeah. Anyway, Great White North. Oh, you're Spanish? Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, Great White North. This level here, it's interesting in the fact that I mean this one I feel like has more like cohesion and theme, but at the same time, this level is so unbalanced. Like the end is definitely a lot harder than the beginning. And also, yeah. For now, we'll stick... I'm probably going to have more stuff like in the top half of the list, so you know what? We'll just stick in D tier. So that's what we'll do. Now, Frostburn Peak. Ooh, this one I have a... It's either A or B for me. But I may stick a lot of stuff in B. I'll stick it here for now. But yeah, Frostburn Peak, I do like this level. I think it is pretty good. It's just, you gotta practice, man. You just gotta practice the boss fight. It's also a 9-star. It's pretty tough. So yeah, just practice and you should get it down. You have like 167 attempts. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, just it's not the easiest level in the world. Okay, now Planet X. This one, I'm gonna put it in A tier. It's mainly carried by the vibes and the deco. Like, I know this level got so heavily criticized because it was for the World Gauntlet contest and because of the fact that, well, unlike a lot of the levels that were submitted for the contest, a lot of those levels were a lot of people essentially thought that like mega collab with people across the country, people thought that the level had to be themed based on your country when in reality that was not the case. It just had to be the level just had to be a mega collab with people from the same country. So, and it sure is a really good level. Except you do have to practice, yeah, and I get that the gameplay would be weird for others. I didn't have too many issues with it, so yeah. Look at Nivelle, it's I don't know themed, yeah. That level is essentially just pure modern, and that's it. Okay. Now we're getting into more good levels. Down Under is a very solid A tier. Do I put it above Planet X? It's definitely above Planet X in terms of gameplay. But I do like the deco of Planet X better. Yeah. I'll just leave it as it is. I'm definitely going to change stuff. I'm definitely may change some placements later, so we'll just say it's here for now and move on.